Welcome to Rapid Fire Crypto Rundown. Today's Milk Road is packed with surprises, so let's dive in. It seems like the crypto world woke up with a serious case of the Mondays. Except, it's Tuesday, and instead of feeling sluggish, things are going absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, that's one way to put it, I guess. We've got some pretty major shakeups happening.
For sure.
Particularly with XRP's sudden rise to prominence.
Yeah, XRP. It's not every day a cryptocurrency goes from relative obscurity to the third largest in the world.
Right.
Overtaking giants like Solana and Tether.
Right.
What is going on here? You've got the inside scoop. Walk me through it.
Well, the Milk Road points to a perfect storm of events that have aligned to create this surge. First, we've got the SEC lawsuit against Ripple, which has been a major overhang for XRP potentially resolving itself.
Okay.
Then we have Gary Gensler stepping down as SEC chair, which some people see as a good sign for Ripple. And lastly, Trump's win and his pro-crypto stance, particularly his proposal for tax cuts for U.S.-based crypto projects, has definitely added fuel to the fire.
So basically, XRP is having a moment. It's up over 80% in just a week. But here's the kicker. Hasn't XRP's original purpose, facilitating cross-border payments, become a bit redundant with the rise of stablecoins?
That's a great point. Stablecoins have definitely changed the landscape of cross-border payments. They offer faster, cheaper, and more efficient transactions.
Right.
Which is what XRP was initially designed for. So while this resurgence is exciting, it's important to remember that the fundamentals haven't really changed.
Okay, so help our listener understand this a little better.
Yeah.
What exactly is driving this XRP frenzy?
Well, you have to consider the psychology of the market.
Okay.
Right now, it seems like a lot of this price action is driven by what's known as retail FOMO, fear of missing out. People see the price skyrocketing and they jump on the bandwagon without necessarily digging into the reasons behind it. They just don't want to be left behind.
Ah, yes, the classic, everyone's doing it, so I should too mentality. I get it. But as always, we encourage our listeners to do their own research before making any decisions, right?
Absolutely. Understanding both the potential and the risks is crucial in such a volatile market. Speaking of volatility, let's move on to another interesting trend. Milk Road highlighted the DinoCoin revival. We're seeing older altcoins like IOTA, HBRR, and EOS experiencing some pretty significant price pumps. It's like Jurassic Park, but for crypto.
Dino coins. It's funny you mentioned that because my dad actually called me the other day asking about IOTA.
Oh, really?
He saw it was up over 100% and got hit with a wave of that FOMO.
It's understandable. These older coins hold a certain nostalgia for people who've been in the crypto space for a while. They remember the hype from previous cycles, and now that they're seeing some price action again, it triggers that what if I miss out feeling.
So what's fueling these Dino coin pumps? Is it just nostalgia?
Nostalgia definitely plays a role, but it's not the only factor. These coins are readily available on centralized exchanges, which makes them easily accessible to a wider audience. So when people see them on the top movers list, it piques their interest, especially if they have fond memories of them from the past.
So are you saying this Dino coin revival is something to be cautious about?
Well, it's important to remember that these pumps can be very temporary. While there might be some genuine renewed interest in these projects, a lot of it could be driven by speculation and hype.
Okay, so the key takeaway here is to approach these Dino coins with a healthy dose of skepticism and not let nostalgia or FOMO dictate your investment decisions. Sounds like solid advice to me.
Absolutely. Always do your research and understand what you're investing in before jumping on any bandwagon. Now let's shift gears and talk about Ethereum. The Milk Road mentioned that Ethereum's on-chain volume has hit a yearly high, which is pretty impressive considering everything else going on.
Yeah, Ethereum, the reliable workhorse of the crypto world. It seems like no matter what craziness is happening around it, Ethereum just keeps chugging along. It's almost like that friend who stays calm and collected while everyone else is losing their minds.
Exactly. And this consistent performance is a testament to Ethereum's utility and its growing ecosystem. Ethereum's performance is really interesting, especially when you compare it to the speculative frenzy around XRP and the Dino coins. It begs the question, what does this tell us about the overall state of the crypto market?
That's a great question. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day price fluctuations, but taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture is crucial for understanding where things might be headed. Yeah. What do you think is going on here?
Well, if we look at XRP's surge, it seems like a classic case of market sentiment shifting. It's not about some groundbreaking technological advancement or a sudden surge in adoption, but rather a change in perception,
Right.
driven by legal developments and a more favorable political climate.
So the SEC lawsuit, easing up, and Trump's pro-crypto stance are creating a more positive outlook for XRP leading investors to feel more bullish. It seems like regulation and politics have a huge impact on the crypto market.
Absolutely. And this influence extends beyond XRP. The DinoCoin revival points to a broader trend of renewed retail interest in crypto. Bitcoin dominance is declining. Altcoins are gaining traction, and it feels like the market is waking up from a long winter.
It's like spring has sprung in the crypto world, and everyone's eager to see what blooms.
Yeah.
But how much of this is genuine enthusiasm versus pure speculation? Are we seeing a real resurgence of interest in the underlying technology and potential of these projects, or is it just a FOMO-driven frenzy?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's likely a combination of both. There's no doubt that crypto is gaining mainstream acceptance and adoption, but there's also a lot of speculation and hype driving the market, especially in the short term.
It's a bit like the Wild West out there, fortunes being made and lost overnight. Exciting, but it also highlights the importance of staying grounded and not getting swept up in the frenzy. Got to protect your surprise.
Precisely. That's why it's crucial to do your research, understand the risks, and never invest more than you can afford to lose.
Words to live by in the crypto world. Speaking of research and understanding, let's circle back to Ethereum for a moment. The fact that its on-chain volume is hitting yearly highs while all this other craziness is going on speaks volumes.
Yeah,
It feels significant.
it certainly does. While some coins are making headlines with their price fluctuations, Ethereum is quietly demonstrating its value and utility as a platform for decentralized applications. DeFi, NFTs, and more, it's building the infrastructure for the future of the crypto ecosystem.
It's like the tortoise and the hare, right?
Yeah.
While the hare is hopping around making a lot of noise, the tortoise is steadily moving towards the finish line.
Exactly. Ethereum's consistent development and growing ecosystem make it a force to be reckoned with.
You know, as we've been discussing these different trends, I can't help but notice how the crypto world seems to mirror so many larger trends we see happening in the world. Like how quickly information spreads, the influence of narratives, and even that push and pull between embracing the new and holding on to the familiar.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The crypto space is almost like a microcosm of these broader societal shifts. And that makes it even more crucial to stay informed and really try to understand what's driving these changes.
Yeah, exactly. So with that in mind, what are the key takeaways you think our listeners should walk away with from today's deep dive into the Milk Road news?
Well, if there's one thing I want you to remember, it's this. Don't let the fear of missing out dictate your decisions. Whether it's the excitement surrounding XRP's surge or the allure of those dino coins, it's essential to take a step back, breathe, and consider the fundamentals. Remember, this is a volatile market, and a long-term perspective is crucial.
It's like resisting that urge to buy every shiny new gadget you see advertised, right? Sometimes the best move is to walk away, do your research, understand what you're potentially getting into, and then make a more informed decision.
Precisely. And that research should include looking into the regulatory landscape, understanding the technology behind the projects you're interested in, and getting a sense of the overall market trends. Knowledge is power, especially in the crypto world.
And of course, keep those great resources like the Milk Road newsletter coming your way. It's a fantastic way to get a digestible and entertaining breakdown of what's happening in the crypto world without feeling overwhelmed.
Absolutely. Staying informed is your best defense against making impulsive decisions and navigating the exciting and sometimes bewildering world of crypto.
All right, folks, that wraps up our rapid-fire crypto rundown for today. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Milk Road. Links in the description.
Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of blockchain and cryptocurrency.